Tonight, I am joined by Mr. Choudhry. Thank you so much. So you founded the RPA Women Entrepreneur Awards to recognize and empower women in business. What is the inspiration behind this?
Well, mainly as an accountant, we was thinking that we should be part of the society and the community where we work as an accountant, and we should give back to the community to help address the problems faced by the communities.
Mhm.
And at that time, we came across that women empowerment is an area which need attention, which need help. And we found that women empowerment is the key for the success and happiness of the families, and on the long term, good for the economy of the country. So we took that initiative. We started as a small initiative at that time, but now it's becoming a big project. And this is how we took this challenge as initiative. And this is seventh year, and I'm glad that now we see a lot of support among the female, and also we are also trying to bring the men on board, because men also have to mentally recognize the men and women are equal.
Mhm.
So this is the whole idea of this initiative.
Incredible. And I'm very happy with how big it has grown in these 7 years. So, as you mentioned, tonight marks the seventh year
Yes.
of the awards. Looking back, what accomplishments or success stories make you the most proud?
The main goal that at that time when I launched this program was to inspire the next generation of girls and women who could be the future professionals, higher educated girls, and at the same time the women who can succeed and lead in the life of day to day of the society and play their important role as equal partner with men and women, not walking behind a man.
Hmm.
So that's what our goal is, to bring them equally. And I always say, sometime men ask me, being a man, that how come you are empowering women as a man? I say to them that my empowerment doesn't mean that I want women to dominate men.
Hmm.
The objective here is to treat them equally, bring them as equality between men and women, nothing more, nothing less.
Hmm.
We do not want women to be more than 50%, and at the same time, we don't want them to be less than 50%. That's the only way the society can have equilibrium and the equality and the nurturing of the society where women and men are treated equally.
Absolutely. And I do feel like women and men also have different strengths,
Yes.
and having them together in an equal manner allows each side to, not side, but each group to bring out their strengths in favor of whatever mission they're working towards.
You're definitely right. Definitely, men have different strengths and different weaknesses,
Hmm.
and the women have a different strength and different weaknesses. So combined together, we should take the strength of a man and the strength of the woman and combine together to make the best win-win scenario.
Absolutely.
Okay. For example, in the business, men are very risk taker. They're blunt.
Yeah.
They will jump into and take a risk and start a business, not even knowing that am I doing right way or not right way. Where the women are very careful, very articulate. If they want to take any project, business or professional, they are very detail oriented. They're very careful. They want to make sure that nothing goes wrong and they don't lose.
Yeah.
So they are very fearful of losing. And then where men are fearless, they say, take it on, let's do it. And then they lose it, then come back and then start over and then come back. So that is that, strength and the weakness of both. And we also notice when women start a business, they never fail.
Wow.
Yeah. Very, very low, very, very small portion of the women fail in the business because not because they are not capable, because they did not get the support they deserve. So they could not
Yeah.
have support from their family, from their husband, from their friends, from their
Yeah.
community. And then because of lack of support and encouragement to the women will only make them not succeed. Whereas women are practically, whenever they take any project to do, they always succeed. You see that when the woman bear a child, and the child she deliver, and then she take care of it, and then she nurture, and then child become bigger. That is the instinct of a woman, that she is dedicated. And other thing which also we found, women are very much customer service oriented.
Yeah.
Women want to make sure, I want to please my customer. I want to take care of my client. I want to take care of my patient. Where the men are not too much into the customer service, they are more kind of oriented to create profit.
Yeah.
They want profit out of it.
Yeah.
They are not very much customer service oriented. And then when women bring that strength in a business, the business will never fail.
Absolutely.
That is a study which we found, and the strength of the woman and the man. And this is something, and a similar report says that a man goes to the bank and take a loan for a business, and the chances for him to succeed is 20%.
Wow.
80% chances are the startup business started by a man will fail.
Oh my God.
And other way around, for a woman, 80% business will succeed, 20% will fail. And 80% women pay back their loan with all the interest.
Oh
And
wow.
and 20% man only pay back, and 90% run away. So these are the facts are very important for us to know the strength of a woman and the strength of a man. So how can we put them together and then make a win-win situation?
That's incredible. I learned so I didn't know that statistic.
Yeah,
That is
yeah,
very
exactly. Yeah,
inspiring.
yeah, yeah. It is, and that's a fact. Okay, and that women are very responsible. You know,
Yeah.
they make sure they do not lose money. They make sure they save money. They make sure they pay their bill. And similarly, women will always pay their bill, and a man will always be behind making payment. These are the facts, okay? But now that is why we have better opportunity to succeed from women business, because women have that instinct style to work the business possible. Only the need is support, encouragement, mentorship, and appreciation, and the woman can succeed.
And on that topic, so you mentioned just now that a lot of women end up failing because they lacked that support, right?
Yes.
So I'm wondering, how does RPA Canada come up and fill that gap and provide them with the support they need to
Exactly,
succeed?
exactly. So that's what we are doing. As an accountant, I told all my members who are practicing as an RPA, I instructed them, you are in your office as a practitioner and a woman walks in and she say, I want to start a business, or I have started a business, I need help. And I told my RPA practitioner that you go out of your way. This is your obligation, responsibility, that you have to do everything possible in your capacity to help that woman to succeed. So this is the thing where we can help women to succeed, when we can provide them the guidance. And that is how, if you see that today's cover page, woman entrepreneur, and then she even acknowledged that one, because she would have not been successful in her business if it was not supported by an RPA
That's
who helped her.
incredible. That's
Yeah.
incredible. And then for our last question of the day,
Mhm.
what message would you like to leave with today's attendees and entrepreneurs that are in this room?
Well, my message to everybody, including men and women, is the let's address the root cause of the woman problem, not just talk about the symptom.
Mm-hmm.
So most of the time, the government, the society, the community organizations, they only take on to the symptom, and they do not go to the root cause. And a symptom is like when a woman has a crisis due to separation or divorce, or death in the family, she's very vulnerable. And at that time, system put her on the government support or community support. Don't worry, we'll give you food, we'll give you welfare, we'll give you baby bonus, we'll give you subsidized housing. And then as soon when women start getting comfortable with all these, things, then she becomes dependent. She lose any future potential to be the contributor or independent or equal. And that's where we say no, those women have the potential to be independent and contributor and equal. Let's help them to succeed. Maybe put them to the higher education. If she's not into education, then let's teach her how to start a business. Today there are many businesses can be started by a woman with very little or no money.
Wow.
Very little or no money.
Really?
Women can start a business with no money.
Really?
Yes. Yeah.
I find that hard to believe, but that's
Yeah,
incredible.
exactly. That's what we do as an RPA. We guide those women, but only one thing is the woman has to be committed to work hard, to dedicate, to take that responsibility, to make that business a success, and then she will get all the benefits of success. Most important thing is not about the research. The most important thing is the guidance. Learn from others' experience, others' mistakes. That's the key here.
And then
That- yeah.
where can women find that guidance, that
That
mentorship?
guidance, they can connect with a experienced, knowledgeable accountant,
Okay.
and who can guide. An RPA will go out of way to help guide.
Okay.
Because we are accountant and we have hundreds and hundreds clients. So one client made a mistake and we found out, oh, you made that mistake, you lost. So now I know something, that's a mistake, bad mistake. So now you are starting the similar thing, and I will say, don't make that mistake. So no, you avoided that risk of making that mistake. Because if you are not told, you're not informed that going that way is a bad, direction, then mean your chances are losing, are diminishing because you are following the direction instruction of the experienced people to learn from them. Okay, instead of making your own mistake and then losing and losing, you learn from others' mistake, and that's something we as an accountant do, because we learn from one client's mistake and then we
Right.
guide the other client.
Right.
We learn from his mistake and we tell other client not to do this thing, and that's how we make the entrepreneur successful, because there's no system that where you can share this information.
Yeah, exactly.
There's no system. That system only can come from the accountants. The accountants know.
Exactly.
And
And the
then-
more the community grows, the better the advice and the experience becomes.
And then we are also taking initiative to set up some kind of workshops, seminars, where women and other can come and discuss things and learn from each other. It can even like today's award ceremony. Today's award ceremony, the inspiring story
Yeah.
of those successful winners is a guide for somebody to
Yeah.
start. Like today, I heard a very different perspective of a woman, and the Chinese winner, and she said that she got married, she got pregnant, and she had just started a business, and she had a baby, and then she had choice to make. Should I be a mom at home, or should I pursue my dream of entrepreneurship?
Right.
And then she said that I will not be happy being mom, because my dream is more important to me than being a mom. But that doesn't mean that I do not want to take care of my child.
Yeah,
But she
correct.
said that instead of taking care of my child being a unhappy mom and stressful mom because I didn't get my dream, the one I like doing, so how can I give a good feeling to my child? Because my child will always get that bad feeling from the mom when mom is not happy because
Yeah.
she did not
Yeah.
pursue her dream.
Yeah.
So that was an angle which we could never even think of. Okay, and she brought that angle. That means that encourage you women that no matter if you have a baby now, you have a child, let the child grow itself. Be there for her and do not impose yourself, commit to your dream, and then give the bad impression and negative impression and unhappy impression to your child. When the child will grow up being mom being cranky, then child gonna be more crankier than mom.
So I think that makes
See?
me think
That's a
of a
perspective.
that makes me think of a saying,
No.
lead by example. And we use that
Exactly.
to everywhere in business, but it's
Exactly.
also something we can take to our
Exactly.
personal lives.
Exactly. You see? So that was the perspective. And if we would have that story today, and hundreds of the women sitting in there, and even the men will never know that perspective of how to react and how to decide.
Mhm.
And she decided and she became successful. And she said, my bond with my daughter is even more stronger.
That's amazing.
See, that is the angle. So this is the main result of events like this, stories like this, and it's not about money. It's not money. People say you need money for everything. No, you don't need money.
Then what do you need?
But what you need is determination to making people do things which they are not doing.
Correct.
And why I have to spend money for you to tell you what to do? I can just tell you do this and you will succeed. Go that way, do this way, and you will succeed. Instead of giving you the money. Why? You're gonna get money, you're gonna be dependent because
Yeah.
somebody giving you. You're never gonna be motivated to take the hard way and do your way. So this is the thing that a lot of people, organization, women organization, always looking for money. And I say no. This is responsibility of the society, the father, and the grandfather, and the brother, and the husband. Okay, that's their responsibility to take care of that woman in their life. And that relationship have a bonding.
Mhm.
Okay, and no man want their daughter to be oppressed or
Right. Right.
mistreated. So if you cannot take that one for your own daughter, then you should never even think of having to some other person's daughter. If we promote that culture, then why will man abuse? Okay, so and that doesn't need money. That only need determination and education, public education. Don't do this one. Women need to be respected. Women need the freedom. Women can do more. Basically, I believe men are loser. If I do not empower a woman in my life, then it means I have to do everything. I never let my woman in my life to do anything. So I have to do everything. So it means I have more burden on me because I never let a woman to do. If I let her do, that means I have less to do.
Mhm.
I have more little bit freedom, little bit life, and then I can be more productive because I share the responsibility and let the woman do, give her the freedom.
And you can also be more present for your loved
Present,
ones.
exactly. See,
Yeah.
so this is what's happened, and sometimes what happened when a woman or a man they choose, the you take care of the house and I take care of the outside. That is another mismatch.
Really?
Okay, a man is working, working, working. I give you example. A man and woman got married. They got a baby, and when they got a baby, they decided mother to stay home. Don't worry about. I will work extra hard, and I will compensate of your job, and I will work extra hard and bring more money so we can live. So now man is working 9 to 5, 5 to 9,
Yeah.
and weekend.
Yeah.
When would he has the time to spend with his own child?
That's true.
Because he's just working, working, working.
That's true.
And then no, the child is all the time with the mother, and the mother is have no other objective of the life than just to take care of the baby. She don't have life experience. She doesn't know how to do, buy, how to spend, how to discuss, how to decide, because she only does the babysitting at home. So it means man has to do everything, and then child grow up. Child is more close to the mom than father, even though father is sacrificing to provide everything. So there's no equality. So it is like a lose-lose situation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
But if they both decide, okay, we will both work, we'll both take care of the baby, we'll both take care of the household chore, we'll both share the responsibility, then that it will be the healthy family. We have to let the woman go to work. We have let the woman to free to do things, and then also share the responsibility. And I don't have to work overtime. I don't have to work weekend. I just
Right.
work my regular job and
Yeah.
come home and do the dishes with my wife, take care of the baby, and then she can go to work. She can do other things. This is how we have to build. And does that kind of lifestyle to establish need money from the
No.
government? No.
No.
So those people who claim that we need money is a baseless remedy or solution.
Got it.
You only need the commitment to make it happen.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I
Yeah.
learned so much.
Yeah, thank you.
It was a
Bye.
pleasure.